All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and we've got some good news as an announcement has been made by Ryan Garcia's promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, that they will be partnering with Gervonta Davis and his team at the PBC as we see the continued migration of fight promoters towards the PBC because of the debacle in American boxing called Turki Al-Sheikh. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, man, we've got some good news. As Oscar De La Hoya puts out a tweet that says shaking hands between Goldenboy Promotions and the PBC and says making history. That, I do believe, friends, is a cryptic message that ain't so cryptic and points to a partnership between Goldenboy Promotions and the Premier Boxing Champions, which means the little golden boy they got over there named Ryan Garcia, the only reason that they had that card be worth anything is not going to be with Turki Al-Sheikh moving forward. But before I get into the details and what that means, because it means a lot, watch the whole video. Let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified when we release more videos. And thank you to everybody that supports, and a super thanks of videos like this. It really does go a very, very long way to supporting the channel. So, woke up this morning, saw a tweet, was forwarded to me, actually it was on Instagram, it was an Instagram post that was forwarded to me that said that basically that the PBC and Goldenboy have handshakes, they're going to partner together, and I'm very, very excited for it because that means a lot. As you know, Goldenboy currently is a major promoter in the United States. And they have, unlike other promoters, been able to find significant talent, usually Mexican-American and Mexican talent. And they had been fighting on ESPN and HBO. And after that, they shifted over to DAZN and been working with DAZN for years now. However, if you pay any attention to what's going on, you know that Turki Al-Sheikh had basically been pouring a ton of money into into DAZN, and as a result, there's been fights been made that on face value look good, but the result of it wound up being that they basically gutted the stables of Matchroom Boxing and of Frank Warren's Queensberry promotions. So once Turki Al-Sheikh said that he was no longer going to be working with those promoters and that within 18 months, he's going to be transitioning over to working with TKO. But what is he going to do with TKO? He said that he was going to try to destroy all the American promoters and put all the American promoters out of business. So who are these American promoters that he said he was going to try to take over? Well, the biggest American promoter is obviously Top Rank. And you heard what Top Rank and Bob Arum has said about working with Turki Al-Sheikh, that they'll do it when they need to do it, but they're not resting the rest of their business organization on Turki Al-Sheikh and relying on his money, especially since he's coming over here saying that he's going to destroy him. Well, who's the other major U.S. promoter? The other major U.S. promoter is Oscar De La Hoya in Goldenboy Promotions. And no, although Goldenboy Promotions isn't what it used to be, it is still, a formidable promotional outfit that has the ability, provided that they have the dates, they have the ability to continue to sign fights and put fights on. And they also happen to know the business of boxing very, very, very well. So just like Top Rank said that they were going to start working with the PBC and matching people with the PBC, now you see Oscar De La Hoya doing the same thing. Now, I know there are going to be people that are going to say, well, people said that the Top Rank was going to partner, but look what happened with Top Rank with Sebastian Fundora and the fight with Xander Zayas. That fight didn't take place. And Tim Tszyu and Sebastian Fundora are going to fight for the WBC. Isn't that just another in-house fight, Martin, where Top Rank is now going to have an in-house fight with the WBO? I mean, yeah, those are in-house fights. I don't know whether or not it's going to be an in-house fight for Xander Zayas, but that doesn't mean that these people aren't going to work together. It could have just meant that they said, look, Xander Zayas probably is not ready for a Sebastian Fundora. And since Sebastian Fundora and Tim Tszyu were already going to fight, let them go back to the original plan they had where those guys were going to fight. And you can have Xander Zayas fight. You can have Xander Zayas fight the winner of that fight. That doesn't, just because they didn't match that particular fight doesn't mean that they're not going to do it at all. Now, Goldenboy matching with PBC is even a bigger stretch of the imagination than Top Rank is, because if you recall, Goldenboy and the PBC did not get along at all. They didn't get along to the point where Oscar De La Hoya actually sued Al Heyman. And what did he sue him for? He sued him for violations of the Sherman Act, which was antitrust law, and violations of the Ali Act, claiming that Al Heyman was working with sham promoters. So to have that big a turnaround to now they partner and agree to work. Look, man, I think things could be getting a lot better in boxing, because the number one promoter of Mexican fighters is Oscar De La Hoya and Goldenboy. They are very, very good with finding solid Mexican fighters to be competition for people in PBC. Look at all of the partnerships that Al Heyman had with Floyd Mayweather Jr. when Floyd Mayweather Jr. was fighting Oscar De La Hoya fighter after Oscar De La Hoya fighter after Oscar De La Hoya fighter. That was a lot of very, 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 very solid fights, man, going on, man. Very solid fight. So I'm looking forward to this, which means Ryan is going to go over there. Now, Ryan going over there makes a plethora of fights available. You've got all those guys at 140 pounds. You got Matisse. You've got Puello. You've got Gary Antoine Russell. There's a bunch of fighters down there at 140. They could go to 147 to fight Ryan Garcia. I'm absolutely positively excited about it and cannot wait to see what it is that the partnership will be. Now, please do not get me what I'm saying confused. I don't think that this means that they're going to merge together. I think there's confusion when people start talking about merging. Merging is when you take two companies and you put two companies together and their operations are all one unit and their employees are all one unit. No, if you look at it in boxing, you don't need a merger between these. You just need you just need a partnership where they know that they can make fights with each other, that they can put fighters on each other's cards, and that they can all make money with each other in a productive fashion. You know what I mean? That's what we're looking for. Not necessarily looking for them all to live under the same roof and be ruled by the same chief executive officer. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.